And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
Check 26, check 26.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Adams. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Jones. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you. 31's the mic. No game on this defense. No game. Check it out.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Aaron Rodgers sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers throwing right, and that's complete.
Rodgers pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a move point there as they were able to connect. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st down, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer 1st. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin puts it on. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Alert 3. Check 4. Viking 18. 36. Dragon 60. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Slam. 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 Watch twist.
They'll throw now on the final play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, now loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. That
one good for 26 and a 1st down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And they will not Didn't get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Check 3. Hey, 626.
They go play action here on 1st down. They're looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
26.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And some room to run now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
2nd and 11. Going for it all. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
31's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. 31's the mic. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Back, back, back.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? From the gun, they'll try to run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The tackle by Jeremy
Chin there defensively.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again to Jones. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 50 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Number 84.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Flushed out right. Now a desperation, and that's caught inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw again. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Charlotte.